My Citizen titanium on a kind of, it's not even really white, it's kind of like a silvery white dial, which is kind of cool. I dig it. My next Citizen is one of my favorites, another titanium. I really like titanium. It's very lightweight, but again, it's more prone to scratching. But this one I've had for a couple of years. I forget the reference number, but if you go on Amazon and you type in Citizen Titanium Echo Drive, this one will just pop up instantly. So this one's really cool. It's a very busy dial. There's a lot going on. But again, I do like this a lot. I threw it on this green strap. Most people probably won't like it, but again, I threw it on there just so I could wear it in uniform. So it's something a little bit more tactical, outdoorsy, whatever you want to call it. So another cool looking watch. I just love that dark metallic gray look, and I love the blue indices. This one also comes in a stainless steel variant, but instead of all the little blue indices you see, everything else will be red. So another neat little piece that I like, and super clean. It's kind of cool. That finishes up the Citizen. We'll continue on with my Seikos. This is my orange monster. No, is it a monster? No, it's a it's freaking Samurai. Wow, I'm an idiot. In the future, I do plan on replacing the bezel and crystal. I want the all black ceramic insert, and then I'm going to put a sapphire crystal in there as well. Because I haven't worn this watch very much, and I do love that orange dial, and I feel like I haven't been respecting this watch as much as it probably should. So I just love that orange color, the orange and black, perfect Halloween. And I threw it on this NATO strap. I think it makes it pop really, really well. It's kind of thick though. So, and then this one also comes with the stainless steel bracelet, but I just haven't been wearing it. So it's been sitting in there collecting dust. So let's go on to the meat and potatoes of my collection. We'll go into this case. This case I've had for maybe 2 years, year and a half, 2 years, something like that. It's a great case. It has two layers. This first layer, I just have a bunch of random stuff in there. Some straps, a money clip my grandfather gave me, my dead dog's pendant, my EGA that was given to me on boot camp, and then some other stuff, my watch strap tool, and some other stuff. So it has this fold out, or not fold out, this secondary shelf, which is cool. Helps you keep your other stuff. Oh wait, I don't think I showed this one. This is my Bulova. Yeah, I'm such an idiot. I'm sorry guys, I didn't show this one. So this one was a little bit more expensive. This one I think cost me $120, which is a steal, because when this one first released, I think it was like 700 something. But this is a Bulova Curve, two-tone, silver and gold. And I just liked it because it's cool. I like the red indices, 262 KHZ, which I think is just high mecha quartz, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But again, I just thought it looked super clean. I didn't like most of the Bulova Curves. I liked a few of them. But this one's super cool. It's got this double clasp, so it's kind of neat. Sits very comfortably on wrist, obviously, because it's curved. And it looks kind of nice. I like it. I dig it. It's not a bad watch, especially for the price. I got it on eBay. So yeah, sorry guys. We'll go into the meat and potatoes of my collection. We'll just go one by one. Here's my second Bulova Curve. This one also has a see-through case back. You can't really say that, not show it, right? So there's that. Kind of cool. High mecha quartz again. This one was a little bit more expensive. I got this when this first came out, so I think I paid around $400. And again, this is such a super clean look. The glass, the sapphire glass almost blends in with this black kind of case. It looks super clean. A couple of see-through holes in there where my arm hair sticks out because I'm a hairy beast. But other than that, I love that color. That dark gunmetal gray, and it's got two different textures. It's got this kind of like a computer chip texture, and then this line texture. It's so clean and cool, and I like those blue indices. So really clean looking watch, and again, it just hugs the wrist because it's on this silicone rubber strap, and it's very, very comfortable watch to wear. Continuing on with Bulova, here's my moon watch, because I cannot afford an Omega Speedmaster, so I figured this would be the next best thing. So something simple. Chronograph, obviously. It's kind of thick though. My only complaint would be that the crystal is actually still, sorry about the focus guys, it's just straight up, you know. I would prefer it to be either the metal piece curved along the crystal or the crystal curved along the metal piece, either or, because it just looks kind of goofy sitting up like that. But other than that, it's a clean watch. You can wear it with anything. Here is my wannabe Batman, my Ocean X Sharkmaster. This thing is heavy, super heavy. It doesn't get enough wrist time. It's a blue and black ceramic bezel, which I like, and just like a kind of like a Rolex homage with a couple of Ocean X's kind of taste on there. Like the hour hand looks like a stingray. So super clean watch. It's one that I like to wear a lot. It's kind of been worn a few times, so it gets super scratched up, but something that's really clean and that I enjoy wearing, even though it's heavy as heck. My all-time favorite watch would be the Rolex Hulk, but since I can't afford that, I went with this Phoebus green on green, which I dig. This is a stainless steel bezel insert, or maybe it's aluminum, one of the two. It's not ceramic anyway, so that'd be my only complaint. But other than that, sapphire glass. I love that metallic, that sunburst green. And then yeah, just a simple stainless steel bracelet. I wear this quite often. This is one of my favorite watches in my collection, and I'm glad I have it. It just looks like a standard Rolex homage with Phoebus, produced by Phoebus, excuse me. Now one of my most recent projects has been my Seiko Patty. Now right off the bat, obviously, you guys can tell this isn't Seiko's standard bezel insert, and I also replaced it with a domed sapphire crystal. So I had to buy the parts, and I brought it to my local watchmaker, or not watchmaker, but I don't know, mechanic, I guess you could call him. And he did it for me, gave me a good price. And I'm really happy I bought this one instead of the SKX. Mostly because I like the Patty, I like the blue, I like the hour hands and everything. It might not be too different from the SKX, but I just like this one a little bit better. I like the turtle. It's a lot more comfortable on wrist. And yeah, I like the way that this sapphire stuff looks way better. It just makes it look like a better watch overall. So yeah, that's been my Seiko Patty upgrade, I guess, mod. Something else I might mod is the, what do you call this? Not the bezel, but like the, I don't know. I'm terrible with terminology. I'm sure somebody will roast me in the comments. It's not that it looks bad, it's just you don't get a lot of finger grip. It turns pretty smooth, but I'm thinking I want something more with a coin edge, something with deeper lines that'll give you more finger grip. So that'd probably be my next project. But again, it's super clean. The clicks are very smooth. I think it's 120. So yeah, that's my next project. I might upgrade that, and then with the Seiko Samurai. This one I think is my most, yeah, pending the one that's in the mail right now. This is my most recent purchase, my Bulova Oceanographer green variant. So green on green. This isn't a ceramic bezel. It's more of a glass bezel, I think. And correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think that's sapphire crystal either. It might be, because Bulova tends to do it more than Seiko does, but it might be, but I don't know. It looks like the turtle. This bracelet is a super comfortable Jubilee. I kept this on because I don't want it to get scratched, so even when I wear it, I keep that little plasto protector on or whatever. I might take it off soon, but super comfortable watch, kind of like a Jubilee style, maybe. But yeah, I love green. I'm a sucker for green, so that's why I have 3 green watches now. And yeah, I really like the Oceanographer. I just didn't like the red and blue variant. They also come with the blue and orange one, but the green one caught my eye because I'm a sucker for green. Excuse me. My second favorite watch in my entire collection, in the last Bulova that I'll be showing you today, is this A11 variant, I want to say. Maybe a mod. This is the updated military watch. The first one was, I think, issued to military members in World War II. And as you'll notice, it's a sweeping second-hand motion. However, this is not an automatic movement. It's very interesting how Bulova did this. I'm not too knowledgeable about it, but I know that it's not automatic. And look how just simple that sweep is. It's so clean. You don't see like you don't see any type of lag whatsoever. It's just one swift movement. And I don't know how they did that, but props to you, Bulova. I absolutely love this watch because I'm a military brat. I'm in the military, and I love anything military, basically. And this is my second favorite watch. You'll see my first one here in a bit. But yeah, this one is reserved for like military significant dates, you know, like July 4th, December 7th, November 10th, which is the Marine Corps birthday, you know, significant military dates in history. And then I also threw it on this Zelos brown leather strap and then put the Bulova buckle back on it, which I think looks really cool. I like that brown leather color. I wanted to give it somewhat of a retro look and pay homage to the original one. So I really like this brown leather colored look, and I just happened to just be messing around with it one day, and I looked in my Bulova, my Zelos, and I'm like, you know what? I have a lot of those straps. Maybe I should try one of those. And sure enough, this perfect color one, I don't know which one it came from, but it worked out. So super happy about that. Next, we'll go into my 5 Zelos, and then my favorite watch in my entire collection. So the first Zelos would be this teal bronze swordfish with the ETA movement. So it's got the date at the 6 o'clock. The NH35 variant does not have the date. So I think this one has a see-through case back. Yep, it sure does. I love this watch. I love Zelos. Saline Driver has got me into this Zelos shenanigans. There's only 25 of these in the world. I have number 3 of the ETA movement. With the NH35, I think there's 100. So I love the bronze and teal look. I know this was I think, correct me if I'm wrong, this was the first Zelos teal dial issued. Now they've done a whole bunch of other ones. They've done a stainless steel swordfish. They just did the Hammerhead 2, and now they're coming out with the Mako V3 with the teal. So this was the first one, and I haven't really cleaned it up. I've just let it patina naturally. I know it's a very slow process, but I kind of like that dulled and dark bronze look paired with the teal. I think it just makes the teal pop so much more, and then I love the red on there and there. Everything about this watch is perfect. So I'm super happy I have it in my collection. The newest Zelos, pending the one that's in the mail, dead giveaway, in my collection would be my Adventuring GMT. Now, shout out to Mr. Ken Baker. He is on the Facebook group. He traded me this for my bronze Hammerhead Submarine Edition. And don't get me wrong, while I love that watch to death, I just didn't give it a lot of wrist time because the thickness of it. I just don't like super, super thick watches, which is why I don't wear my Ocean X one very much, but I love the dials, so sometimes I do. However, I just figured I wasn't giving it the respect it deserved. And it just so happened to work out that it went to somebody who had a family history in Navy submarine. So it couldn't have worked out any better. I'm so happy it went to that gentleman. So again, Ken Baker, if you're watching this, thank you for the successful trade. I love this Adventuring. Obviously, it looks like freaking stars on the dial. It's so beautiful. My biggest complaint is that it doesn't have a date window, but I think Elshin said that it would have ruined the dial, or it would have taken away from the dial. So which I would agree, you know. And I think it's kind of cool to have 1 or 2 watches in here that don't have a date complication, just to change it up a bit. And I think this strap didn't come with this Zelos. I think I got it from my Mako V2, which I'm going to show next. And I like that dark color. I like the dark color paired with this blue for some reason. It just pops for me. So, but yeah, I mean, you can just look at this watch all day and just be amazed by it. It's so gorgeous. So, some people don't like it because it's too small, but I have small bitch wrists, so it worked out perfect for me. So, these Zelos GMT Adventuring Edition, which was the Facebook exclusive, I think. It wasn't sold on the website. So my third Zelos would be my Mako. This is probably my most worn Zelos. I just love this thing to death. I love that midnight blue, that dark blue fade, and then you have the blue ceramic insert, and then this watch is just super cool. It's got micro adjust, it's got the submarine adjust. Oops, wrong one. So you can adjust that. It's just perfect all around. This watch is gorgeous, and I love those individual lines. It just looks so cool how the blue fades into black. And this is my most worn Zelos. My favorite Zelos, though, would probably be this one. My Aquamarine Swordfish. I think this is the V1 Swordfish. Excuse me, I need to drink some water or something, man. I love this color. It's not a color you see very often. It's so freaking gorgeous. And the stainless steel bezel is just, I think that's what does it for me, honestly. It makes the color pop. It gives it the stage, I guess, if you will, so it doesn't take away from the color. And I think Elshin did a great job making this one, and this is just an icon for sure, in my opinion. And it's kind of cool to have both of them because it's like a brother and sister type thing, you know what I mean? So that's why I had to get this one. So I'm very happy that I have both of these in my collection, but this is my favorite one for sure. I just love that light blue color. And then my last Zelos, and my most expensive by far, is my ZX Chronograph Automatic Meteorite. Wow, that's a freaking mouthful. This one also came in a Mecha Quartz version, which was just a standard, or kind of a quartz. This one's automatic. The second one's here is what does the sweeping motion. The red tipped one is the timer, which you press this button here. I have all of my automatic watches crowns pulled out. This is a tip given to me by Saline Driver. He's been like kind of like my go-to watch expert questionnaire guy. He has the biggest and best Zelos collection I've ever seen. So, and he's the reason why I'm addicted to Zelos. So shout out to you, man. Go subscribe to him as well if anybody's watching this. I'll leave his channel in the description box below. Super, super great guy, super knowledgeable. Anything about Zelos, he knows. So he's incredibly smart guy. And go Florida State. I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding. He's a Gator fan. So anyways, I'm sure if this video gets a dislike, I know who it's from now. Anyways, this watch is just, oh my gosh, the meteorite dial. It's so cool. And then I also got the titanium bracelet, which I think completely transforms the watch. It is kind of thick, but it doesn't wear thick. It wears kind of nice, actually. And I think this one also has a see-through case bag. Yes, it does. It's got that titanium rotor, which is super, super cool. And it's just super gorgeous to look at. I mean, see-through case backs are just awesome. It's something that people won't see on wrist, and it's just kind of cool to have it there. And the titanium bracelet, again, is super comfortable. This is such a great watch. I'm super, super happy to have it in my collection. And I've noticed that the prices of these have gone up, which is insane. I think I bought this for, I'm ashamed to admit this, but I think I bought this for like $1,100, and I think it's almost doubled in price for some reason. I don't know why, but I see them on eBay for no less than $2K. And that's the Mecha Quartz. So maybe people are just retarded and they're asking crazy prices, but I don't know, guys. That's crazy to think that. This watch is just super cool to look at. It almost reminds me of like New York Yankees colors, kind of. But I'm not a Yankees fan. But that's just what it reminds me of. But again, a gorgeous, gorgeous dial to look at. All that meteorite stuff. It's just super, super cool. All the lines. And it almost looks wet when you look at it at an angle from the light. And that's another thing I love about Zelos. The light just plays with the watch. Elshin knows what he's doing. Elshin is the CEO of Zelos, staged in Singapore. But some of the highest quality watches, the light just plays with every single one elegantly. So I'm glad that I stumbled upon Zelos for sure. So yeah, I have one more watch to show you. I'm going to move this one a little bit back because this watch deserves to be in the front. I'll give you guys a hint at what you think this is. Raymond Weil, or is it Wheel? Raymond Wheel. I don't know. Somebody's gonna correct me in the comments. I'm not gonna tell you how much I spent on this because I still can't believe it myself. You're damn right. Celebrating hundreds of years of one of my favorite artists, Frank Sinatra. This is the Raymond Weil Maestro Frank Sinatra limited edition. And it comes in its own box. It's so cool how they presented this. You got this Sinatra there on the back again. It's like kind of like a cushion. Oh, I haven't brought this out in a while. But the smell of this watch is... Oh, that smell of that leather is probably good. And I think... I don't know. The fact that I even have this in my hands right now, I get giddy and excited every time I look at this watch. This is the definition of class, of elegant, of, oh my gosh, this is the perfect watch in my opinion. It's got this perfect cream dial. The indices are a light metallic blue. And let me show you the case back. I have to be careful because this leather strap is kind of thin. And I don't want to manhandle it. So you kind of have to squeeze the case to get the tension off so you don't put the tension on the strap itself. And then the case back is just awesome. They engraved Sinatra on the back. Now if you look at the limited edition, it's 1,111 of 1,212. They did 12/12 because that's Frank Sinatra's birthday, December 12th. And that's all additionally, why X22 is the only one that's something different. They wanted to signify the 12. And if I wanted to take it a step further, oops. There we go. Hey, now it's the 12th. So obviously I haven't worn this watch in a while because it was the 11th. But this watch, I got through the same people who upgraded my Seiko Paddy for me. He's the dealer. He contacted a good friend of his, which is another dealer, who happened to have one of these and was willing to sell it for a little bit more than retail. And I'm like, are you sure? Like, because these watches are worth almost twice as much now. He's like, you know what? You've been a good customer for me. I talked to the guy. He owes me a favor. He's willing to sell it because he doesn't wear it very often. It was just one of those things where it was like perfect circumstances. It just happened, everything aligned, and it just happened to work out, you know? And that's kind of like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So theoretically, I could not afford this watch, but I still bought it. I had to buy it. It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You almost never see this watch ever. And it's something that's just so beautiful and breathtaking to look at. It's a conversation starter for sure. And I only reserve, this watch is specifically reserved for special occasions only. So far, I've only worn this watch once, and that was to my grandmother's funeral back in May 17th of this year. So that's the only time I've ever actually worn this watch. This is the watch that I'll probably wear if I get married, if I have kids, you know, those type of life events, those once-in-a-lifetime events, those super significant events. That's what this watch is reserved for. And it's nice to have this in my collection. I can't wait to get a watch winder and throw this baby on it just so I can look at it every day and just smile. And that's what watch collecting is all about. Something that makes you feel good, something that you can do within a reasonable price. You're not buying something that just because somebody else has, you have to have it. You know, you have to be smart. You have to be smart with your finances. And this is a collection that I've accumulated over 2 years. Going on maybe 3 now, so... Again, the Raymond Wheel Maestro. I don't think I've actually said the name of it yet. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just so breathtaking by this watch. Oh, let me wipe it. I think I got some. Gotta take good care of my baby. The Raymond Wheel Maestro Frank Sinatra Limited Edition. This watch is just, oh, perfect in every way, in my opinion. I'm like staring at it like it's my next girlfriend or something. But yeah. That's been my watch collection, guys. Sorry for taking so long. I just wanted to make sure I said I'd blast through them, but I didn't. So I'm so sorry. Thank you guys if you made it this far. Thank you very much for watching. I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's, a Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. I don't know if I'm forgetting any. Forgive me if I am. But whatever you guys celebrate, I hope you have a blessed holiday. And stay safe. And until next year, Happy New Year, guys. All right, take care.